Good morning, students. Welcome back to your computer class. In the previous class, we have discussed about introduction to Flash. In that chapter, we have seen things about Flash. We have also seen the Flash window on which we have seen different tools, and we are discussing also on that tools like brush tool is there, pen tool is there, polygon shapes are there. So with the help of that tools we will draw our images in the work area on the stage, and by choosing the pictures also we will do the animation and other things. So let's continue to the topics. So without wasting time, coming on to the textbook.
Length of time in a Flash movie are divided into frames. Okay, the length of the movie is divided into frames, and they enable you to control what appears in animation, sequences, and which sounds play. So frames appear in a chronological order in the timeline, and each frame has a number. As already we have seen, okay, the frame numbers. Now you will see the playhead. While trimming or merging the songs also we see these playheads. So playhead, also called the current frame indicator, marks the current frame displayed on the stage. Okay, see these. While you are trimming some video or cutting or adding or merging, you will see these. Till where you want, you just drag that. So playhead, here it is given. Okay, these are the playheads, upper and bottom, and they as a frame indicator marks the current frame displayed on the stage. Now layers and layer button. You can have numerous layer in a single frame. Okay, so layers can be many in a frame. Okay, inside a frame there can be different layers, and a single layer have their own single work. Newer layers are listed first. Whatever the new layer comes, it will get on the first, and the old one will come below that. Okay, understanding the drawing toolbar. Okay, so these are the toolbar which you have to understood while using it in a program. So remember these also. Okay, if you remember the name of these, then you will be able to find it easily. Now arrow. It is used to select and move items on the stage. It is used to select and move items on the stage. Now subselect. Okay, below that see again an arrow in a white. Subselect. This displays edit points that you can adjust to change line shape. Free transform tool, used to transform graphic objects. Okay, it is used to transform. Free transform means from anywhere you can change the size, length, height of an image. 3D rotation, see this sign, 3D rotation, used to rotate a symbol in 3D space. It shares a space with the 3D translation tool. Now lasso tool, like in Photoshop. Here you also have a lasso tool, which is used to select irregularly shaped objects on the stage, and it shares space with polygon and magic wand tools. Okay, so first they select the irregular shaped objects, and then they share the space with polygon or magic wand tool. Next you will say the pen tool, used to draw precise curves, and it shares space with tools to modify your Bezier curves. Okay, so it will help you to draw the curves and also share your space with modify the Bezier curves. Okay, text, used to draw text boxes to enter the text and edit the text. Line, used to draw straight lines. Rectangle, used to draw square and rectangular shapes. This tool shares space with a rounded rectangle tool. Okay, here you can see rounded rectangle tool. Now oval shape, polystar, Oval, used to draw oval shapes, circle shapes. This tool shares a space with oval primitive tool. Next, Polystar, use it to draw polygon shapes. For drawing polygon shapes, you will use Polystar. Pencil, used to draw freeform lines. Okay, you can use pencil. Brush, you will use to fill color, much like paintbrush. Bone, used to create objects with inverse kinematics. It shares space with blind tool. Paint bucket is used to fill color, and ink bottle is used to add strokes. Okay. Now dropper, used to copy the attributes of one object to another. Like eyedropper we are using, it choose the color of the face where we can use that to other place. Next, eraser. Already know, eraser used to erase the parts of graphic object. Width, use it to embellish a stroke by adding widths of varying thickness. Hand, used to improve your view the objects on the stage in the work area, and zoom to magnify your view or zoom out for better look. Now come to color tools. So here stroke color is there, which is used to select the color from lines and shape outlines. Likewise, fill color is there. Use it to select for a color fills. When you fill the color, then you will use fill color. Swap colors are change your fill color to your stroke color and vice versa, means opposite. And last one is black and white. Reset your colors to black and white strokes. So this area of the tools panel displays option when each tool is activated. When your all tools are activated, then this area will be displayed. So by default it appears on the far right side of the program window, but you can even drag it to the far left of the window. So remember that by default it appears to the far right side of the program window. Okay. Now this much we have seen. Understanding the flash time, current scene, layers, timeline, frames, frame number, these all you have seen. So revise this also. You have understood the drawing toolbar also. Now set up a new flash stage. For that, what you have to do, when you first open a new document in Flash, it is good idea to set up your stage size, format rate and background color. Stage is the on the screen area where you can view the contents of a frame and draw graphic objects. Okay, so this is the area where you can draw the graphic object like as it is drawn. So changing the frame rate, what happened? The document's properties appear below the published setting. If properties tab is not already open, then open it by clicking window and then properties. So click the number of FPs, means frame per second, which is going to be used, and type new frame rate, frame per second. The example shows frame rate is 24. Now click on the edit properties setting. Document setting dialog box appears. Select the measuring unit, pixels, from unit list box. Type the height, width and dimension like as shown here in the picture, your Flash movie, and click OK. So your Flash movie is now set to your desired dimension. Okay. So as you can see, the steps are also very important. If you are going with the steps, you don't have any problem. Okay. So see here, you have set the frame per second. So you have set 24. After that, you have clicked on edit properties and in that document setting. Then your measuring unit is pixels from the unit list box, and type the height, width of the dimension like here it is doing. Okay, in this box. And then you can press OK and your Flash movie is now set to your desired dimension.
Toolbar. The drawing toolbar is packed with tools that you can use to create and work with graphic objects. So as you have seen this, arrow. Use it to select and move these items on the stage. So you will use the arrows to select and move the items on the stage. In the previous video, I have told you about these. Okay, like 3D rotation, lasso, pen, text, rectangle, oval, polystar, pencil, brush. Now some zoom, width, color tools, stroke, fill color, swap, black and white, and tool modifiers. This area of the tools panel displays options when each tool is activated. By default, if you see, it appears on the far right side of the program window, but even drag it to far left side of the window. You can drag it to the left or right side of the window. Now next, set up a new Flash stage. When you first open a new document in Flash, it is good idea to set up your stage size, format rate and background color. Stage is the on-screen area where you can view the contents of a frame and draw graphic objects. Okay, as you can see here, the contents of a frame and draw a graphic object. So here on the stage, you can draw your image on the stage. Even you can choose the size rate, okay, the format rate and the background color also. The document properties appear below the publish setting over here. Properties tab is not already open. Open it by clicking window and then properties. So click the number of FPS fields, means frame per second, and type a new frame rate in the FPS file. I hope clear to you all. Now this example shows a frame rate of 24. So how will you change the stage size? For that, click on edit the properties settings. The document settings dialog box appears. Select the measuring unit from the unit list box. Okay, so here the measuring unit box list is given. In this you can see the arrow marks also given inside your book. Okay, so you can see it. Now type the height and width dimension of stage size you want for your Flash movie. Click on OK. Your Flash movie is now set to your desired dimension. So these things we have discussed in the previous class also. It was just a little bit revision. Now we are coming to the new topic which is called layers. When the Flash project becomes more complex, you can use layers to be organized. Layers are a great way to stay organized. Okay, with layers you can stay organized. You can put buttons, navigations on the layer, background art on the another, use of individual layers and animation dynamic content. So there are several types of layer: plain layers, guide layers, mask layers. These are the name of the different types of layers. Now plain layers are used to display graphics, sound and movie clips. These are used to display the graphical things, the sound, movie clips. In guide layer, those objects are placed that are used on other layers. उन object को रखा जाता है, okay, which are used on other layers. In mask layers, you can hide elements on other layers from visibility. Okay, in mask layer what you can do? You can hide the elements from being visible. So uses of layers. First, it is given for organization. Let's see. When your project becomes bigger, it contains more elements. Of course, if you are having a bigger element, means bigger project, you will use a bigger elements. Rather than placing all of these elements in a single layer, which makes them more difficult to locate and edit, you can insert them into separate layers. You can show and hide your layers to make it easier and find the element you want to edit. If you are working in an organization, you have given a project and project is bigger. So while using all the elements or placing them all in the single layer, which makes them more difficult to locate and edit, you can use different layers, separate layers. So what happens? You can show and hide your layers to make it easier to find out the elements you want to edit. Now second one is for animation. For animation, if you are using, then when you animate a movie clip or other symbol using twins, okay, your symbol is placed on a twin layer by itself. So without setting up, By itself only they are all set to the twin layer. Now create guides and masks. Guide layers can assist you with the layout and positioning of object on other layers. Mask layers enable you to hide elements in underlying layers. You create a transparent area in the mask layer that lets you view layers below. Now what happens? Guide layers and mask layer both are used. So assist with the layout and the position of the objects will be checked in other layers. So mask layer enable you to hide the elements which are underlying layers, and you can create a transparent area. So adding or deleting layers. When you create a new movie or scene, Flash starts with a single layer, okay, and a timeline. Okay, so as you can see, adding a layer in this timeline and delete layers you no longer needed. Additional layers do not affect the file size, so you can add and delete as many as layers as your project requires. So what you can do, you can delete as many as layers and add also as many as layers, and you have to work on a separate layer. So click on the layer that will appear below the new layer. So there is an option of appear in which you can get option new layer and click on insert layer. Then a new layer appears immediately. See here, it has been shown with the arrow sign. Now you can make an object or shape in the layer. Click on the layer you want to delete. Click on delete layer icon. Very simple for deleting. Okay, just you have to click that layer and you will get an option of delete layer. Update your knowledge. When you have panels open, you can click window. Hide panels to hide everything except this stage. After hiding the panels, you can make them all appear again by clicking window, show panel F4. Okay, so this is what, these are the steps, things which are told to you to open and hide. Now layer types. By default all layers you add to the timeline are normal, which means all the objects on the layer appear in the movie. Objects that you place on guide layers do not appear in the movie. A guide layer can be used for reference points and alignment. Mask layer hides any layer nested underneath which are masked. And twin layers are the layers that are automatically created when you create a motion twin. When you create a motion twin, then the effect is that the twin layers are already automatically created. Now working with layers. How will you work with layers? Okay. So you can also rename, hide and lock a layer quickly from timeline. These three things you can do. You can change the time, name and lock the layer, okay, of the timeline. How renaming a layer? Double click on the layer name, type a new name and press enter key. The layer's name changes. As the same process, we right click, here you have to do double click, then we take a rename, here new name, enter key after writing the new name. Under the padlock icon column, click on layers bullet. Here you can see the padlock icon bullet. Okay, it is not clear because it is in the book. Okay, so click on the layers bullet. The layer is now locked and you cannot edit the contents. To unlock the layer, click on the layer padlock icon. Under the eye icon column, click on the layers bullet. A square marks the layer bullet and all the objects on the layer are visible. Invisible. To make the layer objects visible again, you can click under the eye icon column. Okay. What happens if you click the eye icon column? It gets hide, and when you again click it, it starts showing. So adding guide layers. You can position objects easily and precisely with the help of guide layer. These are two types of layer, the plane rail and the motion layer. Now, adding plane guide layer. How will you add a plane guide layer? A plane guide layer helps you position objects on the stage, but it does not appear in your final movie, whereas a motion guide layer contains an animation path that links to an object on another layer. See the difference? the plane layer helps position objects on the stage. It positions the objects on the stage, but it does not appear in your final movie. Okay, it will adjust the things but not appear. And motion guide layer contains an animation path that links off an object on another layer. So click on the layer you want to appear below the new guide layer. Click on the new layer icon. Right click on the new layer name. Click on the guide. The new layer becomes a guide layer. You can place objects on the layer or use it to create a layout. Okay, I hope these things are clear to you all. Adding motion guide layer. The motion guide layer contains the path and can be linked to one more layers. Okay, so its work is to guide the layers which contains the path and linked also one or more layers. It always appears directly above the layer, okay, to which it is linked. Okay, so it appears directly on the above layer, means above the layer which is linked. Motion guide layers are exported in the movie but are not visible in the movie. Okay, so these are exported in the movie but not visible. So right click on the layer that you want to link to a motion guide layer. Just right click on the clip, click add classic motion guide. Okay, add classic motion guide. Motion guide layers appears added to the timeline and links it to the layer you have selected. Now animation in Flash.